Show.
Welcome back to another interview episode. We are here today with Joe from Deadbeat, and we're going to see what's going on out in the UK here.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, the UK's crazy. The UK's always crazy.
I'm going to the UK in this year.
All right, cool. What month's that?
August. We're going to London and then Liverpool to see all the Beatles stuff, basically.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you'll like that. It's good. It's good for tourists. England. It does have its ups as well as its downs.
Yeah,
as anywhere does, I guess. So, but yeah, there's not many pop punk bands in England, but a lot of people in England do love pop punk. So
yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised
I
to realize you guys were from the UK when I was listening to the music. I was like, this sounds like American pop punk. Like, it doesn't sound like UK at all.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, American pop punk bands will always be, my favorite type of bands, and they have been growing up since a kid. And I still absolutely love them to this day, 25 years later. I'm just rinsing the same albums I was back then, like daily. So,
yeah. And just before we start off here, Joe, it's 2 a.m. for him. So thank you so much for, even coming out this late with us and joining this interview. And, I appreciate it.
That's good. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. Is it warm out there? You're in shorts. Aren't you outside?
No, I'm only in shorts because I kind of just been a bit too lazy to not take my clothes off when I go to bed. It's kind of easier to just lay there and go, I'll fall asleep. Then when I wake up later, I'll take them off then.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, of course.
Whatever. Yeah. All right, cool. So American pop punk bands, that's what we were kind of going for. So what's your favorite American pop punk band? Just by looking at your Instagram and seeing things, I'm assuming Blink-182 or something like that.
Yeah, Blink-182 have always been my favourite band since I was about probably 10, but same with the drummer as well. They're his favourite band, but also heavily influenced by Sum 41.
Okay.
More modern pop punk bands like The Story So Far.
Okay.
And kind of really just all the catchiest pop punk bands, but also quite the commercialized pop punk bands, because even though some of it kind of sounds all the same, as people would say, I kind of like that, and I kind of like that nostalgia to it, of that typical catchy chorus. But I think now I like to add kind of lyrics that are kind of situations that would happen in the UK, relationship troubles and stuff like that. I kind of put all that sort of stuff into the lyrics. So there's a bit of English in there as well, I guess. If you was listening to in America, I guess some lyrics you would probably not recognize as much, because they might make more sense here, if that makes sense, like certain words and phrases and things like that.
Yeah, we've interviewed bands and a lot from UK. Well, there was
a couple from UK.
Yeah, a couple from UK, and we kind of went over words and like, your guys' words and our words and how they're crazy. But yeah, I do pick up on it. But what's crazy, and I've talked to Matt about this, is that even with like, to me, your accents, like I can't pick that up when you guys are singing, and it's crazy. Like it's like, I can't really pick up. There's some words where I could see, like, I can hear the accents, but I can't really hear it while you guys are
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah. I think sometimes that probably is the genre of music, and maybe just the way pop punk is. Like, I think if I was to sound more English, I think it wouldn't sound as pop punk.
Yeah.
Maybe it'd start to go towards indie rock.
Yeah.
So I think the key to being pop punk is still singing in the same sort of mannerisms, but I don't like to be too whiny singing. I don't really like whiny singing these days. I've kind of gone off that sort of style of really high pitched. I like a bit of gravel and a bit of roughness to it, a bit of raw sound as well. And I think we're delivering that with a couple of, like, Bloodstains. I don't know if you've heard Bloodstains, but
for sure,
that's a bit more raw than the latest single, Messed Up. But Messed Up's more for everyone to listen to and enjoy, whereas Bloodstains is a bit more raw for punk fans in particular, I think,
Yeah.
on that song.
I
So
do like
yeah,
Bloodstains a lot. I like both of them, but like they're yeah, Bloodstains. I don't know. I was I had that on repeat today. Actually, I was cleaning my basement out, and I
oh,
just kept on
awesome,
listening
mate,
to that, and
awesome.
I was like, and I was starting to remember some of the lyrics, and I was sing with. But I do
Yeah,
like that one a lot. You're right. It does have that gravelly, more hardcore, I would say, to it than that.
yeah. There's more aggression in it, really. I
Yeah.
think the aggression's really just more emotion of the song and singing it with more passion than just kind of laid back and timid about it. I think the more I sort of shout it and get into it, the more I feel it as well.
Yeah.
A
And I
little bit
think
more
that'll come
aggression than
across at
angst.
live shows quite a lot. Live shows will be good for that, I think, to connect with fans live. So if they kind of hear that passion in your voice, I think they enjoy it more in general, really.
Oh yeah.
Goes to say the same if I go and watch a band as well. So
No, if the artist seems like they're into it, that's when the fans get more into it. For sure.
absolutely,
Yeah. There's
absolutely.
more of an emotional connection. It makes it way better.
Absolutely, and the songs are I'm really connected to the songs myself anyway, because I've written them pretty much about my own life. That's kind of what I'm doing with these songs. I'm just writing about situations that have happened in my life, or what are happening now, or what are happening around me, someone close to me. So I feel them a lot more than what I did with previous bands I've been in the past.
Yeah. Now, do you guys play a lot of live shows, or are you just kind of like making your own singles and doing things
Yeah,
like that?
so because we're a new band, messed up being the second single. I think the plan is we're going to release like 7 or 8 songs,
Yeah.
um, preferably all singles. There won't be a music video for everyone, but we're going to do 7 or 8, get those out there, and then start gigging. Rather than start gigging now and playing shows where no one really knows who we are, and if people just know 2 songs and they don't know the rest, it's kind of boring for them. A bit boring for us as well. So I think get a few songs out, and then when we do a live show, people who come and see us know every song,
Yeah.
and I think that'll just make the experience a lot better for everyone. But when we do start gigging, we'll probably start gigging quite hard and getting out there as much as possible. But who we're gonna play with yet is in the unknown at the moment. We're trying to sort that out, so we will sort that out. It's just a matter of time.
Now, when did you guys start? Just it was last year?
Literally December, yeah. So
Damn.
we met up at the beginning of last year to begin with. Um, Slowly kind of went through a few different members as well. There was 5 of us to begin with, and just because of music differences, band name differences, we kind of ended up with 3, and that's kind of worked better because I wasn't playing guitar before. I was just doing vocals, and I was writing the guitars, and I can play. I know how the guitars need to sound, so I kind of had to go right.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the guitars for a while at least, whether it's forever or for the foreseeable. So I'm going to continue recording the guitars, but we are in talks of getting another guitarist for when live shows start, who would hopefully be a permanent member of the band, because there's 2 guitars in the recordings, and I think for live shows, 2 guitars just sounds more full anyway. So
For
I think
sure.
we'll probably go down that route.
Yeah.
All right.
Would you rather be on guitar while singing, or just only focus on vocals?
I like just doing vocals better. And the reason I like that is because I've got more freedom on stage and I can interact with the crowd a lot
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously, singing and playing, it's very restricted. Not that I don't like it, I do still like it, but I do like that open space of being able to do what the hell I like in a good way, in a fashion,
Right.
and having that freedom to be able to connect with the crowd and get into the crowd, put the mic into the crowd,
Yeah.
speak to
Yeah.
them and get them involved. And I think when you're looking for pedals, which I need to go to clean, I need to go to that while I'm trying to sing this aggressive part that's really fast. It's like I can do it, it's fine, but vocals are better. I just prefer
For
it in
sure. For
general.
sure. I was in a band as well, and I know, like, originally I was doing vocals only, and then I had to switch to guitar, then bass, and like I just felt like it took a lot away when I was playing guitar and singing. I couldn't get into the storyline, as I wrote the song.
Yeah.
And it's like you're kind of thinking about, you're right, the pedals and the guitars and stuff, but you couldn't get into that storyline of what the song was about. So your emotions weren't
Yeah, your mind goes to too many different
Yeah.
places.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're not fully locked in that song. And you're right. I 100% agree with that.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think a lot of songs, you can sort of see a guitarist and a singer at the same time. You can sort of picture them there while they're there, and it's like this works. Um, and like I say, it can work for me. I'm going to be doing it for a while at least.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward to eventually just ripping some vocals and fly. If we play bigger stages at some point, that'd be ideal for that point. I think to come off the guitar
Yeah.
potentially. But I
Now,
still want to write the guitars. I still want to write them and record them in studios and stuff and have involvement with them because
right. Right.
I kind of play them a certain way to how the songs need to sound. So I think I'll do that for a good while at least.
And there's many bands that, kind of will play the guitar during the recording, and then, playing live, they'll put the guitar down and then,
They'll have someone else play the guitar for
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah. Like a touring guitarist.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. The only problem with that is when you're a small band, you don't get paid a lot at gigs.
No,
No.
And then if you get a
definitely don't.
guitarist who's like, I'm a session guitarist, and it's like, well, we just covered fuel and dinner, so I don't know what to do here. So that's mainly what happens, which is fine. Like being in a band is because I love it. It isn't for the money. If I wanted to go and earn money, I'd just do a covers band, a punk covers band.
Right. Right.
But it's not the same, is it? It's not the same feels.
It's not the
No.
same feel. It's not the same passion.
Yeah,
No,
that
absolutely.
was the rough thing.
And you'll never make as much money as you could if you got successful with your own personal music.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's just way more rewarding. Like getting people like now, just constant people message me like, "Your songs are really good. I love it," and it's like they ain't gonna say that if I'm playing someone else's songs, you know.
Yeah.
No,
So,
yeah, you can only go so far with someone else's songs, obviously. Yeah.
but I do like a cover, so there will be a cover coming as well
Oh, of course.
later
Of
in the
course.
year. Probably revamp a pop song. I'm thinking Post Malone. We're gonna have to make that
Oh
decision between the
shit. All
band, but
right.
I like Post Malone for some reason. I really like Post Malone, and I don't know why. I think it's because he's catchy and he's got those elements of where you could probably turn one of his songs into a pop punk song, and a
Yeah.
lot of them actually, because I'm always playing guitar to his songs and thinking of some riffs. But then you've also got Taylor Swift. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, but her songs are catchy. They stick in my head, and I'm
Oh,
like,
for
I
sure.
could put some nice guitars over that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and
And some nice
that's the
pop
thing. A
drums.
lot of people will diss on those people, and the thing is they're fucking they come out with the catchiest shit. As long as they could
Yeah,
do that, hey, you can't fucking blame them for that.
absolutely not.
And
Absolutely
Post
not.
Malone, I mean, is talented as shit. Have you seen his Nirvana whole set that he did, like all covers of
Yes.
Nirvana? Dude,
Yeah,
I
it was
seen
cool.
that and I
I
was like,
liked it.
holy shit.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. I mean, I saw quite a few bits of it, not the whole thing, but what I was watching, I was liking, and I just liked how he was liking it. I loved how much he was loving it as a fan.
Yeah.
Kind of like that stuff as well. Like, it's always nice to see.
Yeah, it was good. So what do you have more, you said you guys have more recordings and singles coming out and anytime soon, or you guys still working on that?
Yeah, so we're going to back to the studio in May to
Okay.
record two new singles,
Oh,
but
nice.
we are quickly bringing them out in June, both together at the same time. Um, so that's basically what we're doing now is we're just prepping to go there in like 7 weeks, really tightening up on them now, adding the extra bits of guitars and stuff like that we're going to do while recording to sort of get prepared. Go and record those, get a couple of lyric videos and some content for like TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
Probably like it's like you get your music video, it'll just be probably me singing next to a building somewhere, and but something looking quite exciting, you know. And then obviously we'll just do little clips and things for socials. Maybe something, try and do something a bit funny, something a bit more serious, depending on, because both of the songs are near enough the same, but one's a bit darker than the other, so we
Yeah.
can work with what we're going to do. But yeah, I think sooner the better to get them out. Like I think if we do 2 more videos, it's a lot of time to prep the video and then wait for it to be put together and stuff like that. So we've just gone, stuff it, let's just do 2 more, get them out, and then we're going to do another 2 or 3 before, like November, probably get them out for the end of the year, all of them, and then
Yeah.
straight away start gigging in December with the all 7 or 8 songs that we've got.
Do you guys do you guys have an app that you release your stuff out with videos, or do you have like someone that's actually good with video editing and all that?
We
Is
have
it?
a friend who did our music videos
Okay.
called Dom Zero Visuals. Um, he's cool, but I think now we are just going to do it ourselves. Like me and Chris, the drummer, we spend a lot of time at his house doing admin stuff on the laptop, and we kind of just make clips. We made a clip for the new single, which we filmed in a practice room, and we just used like a 5 pound fisheye lens and put it on the iPhone, and it looked all right. So I was like, well, we literally didn't make a lot of effort here, so next time let's get a better camera and stuff and just do it ourselves. I think that's the way we're going to go with that, with content, because we know we can do it ourselves, and I think it's just
Yeah.
going to make so much more sense when we're on tour and stuff, just filming everything and all that sort of stuff. But in terms of videos, we couldn't make a music video, but we do have someone for that. So whenever we want to do one of those, he's kind of there. But a lot of it's pretty much um, me and the other 2 lads, Jamie and Chris. We all just work together. Like everyone's good at something in the band. Everyone's got a good role. When I can't do something, those 2 guys can do it, and vice versa, sort of thing. So it works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are Jamie and Chris right now? Can we call them?
Well, Chris will definitely be in bed because Chris had no idea about this tonight. Jamie's probably still up. Jamie was actually DJing at a
Oh
rock bar
shit.
tonight,
Oh, he's a DJ.
just playing rock music. So I know he's probably still up about now, but I haven't spoke to him in a couple of hours. So
Yeah, you don't want to
um,
just throw him on the show and be like, "Hey, you know what's going on?" You
yeah,
know?
but he would be sober though. He would be sober because
Oh, okay. Because he was DJing.
he
Yeah.
well, he used to drink. He doesn't drink anymore. So now he's sober. Same with Chris actually, and they've both come a very long way.
Oh, that's good.
And you wouldn't even know they drank now. You wouldn't even know it.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, they would be of use if I could get hold of them.
Um, so do you guys have any merch or anything? This is kind of where we promote
They
your
probably
stuff.
don't have merch because they're still pretty new, but is there plans for merch?
Is there plans for merch?
Yeah, we do have some T-shirts we're about to launch on a website actually,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
which should be up in about a week or two. The
Nice.
T-shirts are the Deadbeat Monkey See logo on the back of a black T-shirt, and then the Deadbeat in writing logo as a side pocket.
Oh, okay.
In the Bloodstains music video, I'm wearing one in that actually. So if anyone sees that video, that's where it came from basically. So we've got a small run of those that we're going to put out, probably like 100. And then probably move on to something different and maybe keep, if people like them, just keep bringing them out at the same time as something else as well. But they'll be the first to come out.
Will
But we've
that
got a
be
lot
on
of
a
ideas.
website or where would that be? On your
Yeah, it'll be
Instagram?
a website. Chris, the drummer's making it up now, so he'd actually be able to tell you more about it. But it's
Okay.
just going to be quite a basic website to begin with. Eventually, it's going to have all the gig dates and social links on it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for now, it'll be pretty basic, just with the one T-shirt on to begin with, and that should be up in the next week or two. We're aiming for a week, so we need to get some sold and get them out there.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I'm gonna assume you won't be shipping internationally on the first batches here.
Matt wants some.
I'll ship one out for you, Matt. That's fine. You can have one on us. We don't mind doing that. We're not like I know a lot of people don't like shipping abroad, but for us,
Well, it
just
gets it
someone
gets
who's wearing
complicated shipping internationally because it's more expensive.
it is, but being in a band is expensive anyway.
Matt, they're trying to.
No, I'm just saying though, it gets expensive to ship internationally. So a lot of people won't ship internationally just because it's too
That
complicated to
you're
deal with
right.
all
Yeah,
that. That's all.
Yeah, it
it can
is.
be
Yeah.
like 15 to 20
Yeah.
English pounds now, I think, or something. Um, that's the last time I checked, but
How
it
much is
is what
that
it is.
in our?
In US dollars.
I think about $20,
Yeah.
20 to
Okay.
$25.
Okay. Damn, that's expensive.
Yeah, yeah,
Damn.
everything's expensive now.
Yeah, that's true.
Chocolate bars have gone up, soda's gone up.
Our eggs went up.
What's that? Sorry,
Our eggs went up.
your eggs. Oh,
Like
like
chicken
what? How
eggs,
many
yeah.
dollars an egg?
There's
Well, no, I don't know about per egg, but for like a dozen eggs, 12
Mm.
eggs, it's like $8 to $10.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
expensive.
that's quite a lot.
That's a
Yeah,
lot. It used to be $3.
I don't know how much that is in pounds though.
eggs are good though. We need eggs. I was
You
having some. Have you guys heard of boiled eggs and soldiers? Did you hear that term?
boiled egg and soldiers?
Yeah, eggs and soldiers. So in England, eggs and soldiers is boiled eggs in an egg cup and toast chopped up into thin slices, and then you make your yolk runny, and then you dunk it in the egg, and
Okay.
then voila, it's amazing.
Oh shit.
I mean, that sounds delicious because I like a runny egg and I like to dip the toast in
It's
it.
good.
But normally I don't
It's
get it
good.
preset like that. Like it's not a dish. I just have toast and I have eggs and I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you can be a bit impatient, and then if you cook it for too long, it goes hard, and then you've got to take it out with a spoon and put it on the toast, and then
Yeah.
eat the toast with it
Oh
on the
yeah.
toast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
yeah,
gonna
we
be
do.
something I try tomorrow.
It's good. It's good. Put a bit of salt and pepper as well on the toast
Okay. So it's
because that
soldier
gives it a
eggs
bit
and
more
soldiers.
flavor.
Eggs and soldiers, is that it? What it was called?
Boiled eggs and
Yeah,
soldiers.
eggs and
Boiled eggs.
soldiers.
Yep.
Well, it's not boiled eggs, right?
Well, it's a boiled egg. It's just a very soft boiled egg, very runny yolk.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so you put the egg in cold water in the pan, and when the water starts to boil, leave it for 4 minutes. Take them out after 4 minutes from when it starts boiling, and then you've got runny egg.
No shit. I will be
That's
trying
it.
that. Yeah, I'll be trying that. But yeah, man. Joe from Deadbeat, man, thank you so much for doing this. Like, I know it was kind of late for you, and I apologize about that. Our time
It's
difference
good.
are
It's good. I'm glad to be
crazy.
here, Matt. I'm glad.
So yeah, so we're gonna get the video posted by. It'll be out next Friday. We'll have a
Awesome.
video and audio version. We'll share everything. We'll do everything we can. We'll have a short little clip too that you guys can share as well. So yeah, be looking.
Yeah, no, we'll do that, mate. We'll be doing that for you. Have we got you guys on Instagram yet? I don't think we have we?
Um,
I
I
think we might have to ask our.
Maybe. I know Jamie spoke to you first. I know Jamie was the one who spoke to you first.
That's
He was
probably
telling me about it,
probably
so
Tim
maybe
got in
he
touch with
has.
them.
Yeah, probably our social media dude. He does all that. Like me or him don't really know how to work social. Well, I do more.
Yeah, I don't really know how to,
But
but
yeah, our other dude that he kind of like messages bands and does all that. He kind of gets all this together for us. But
he does the social media part. We do the email parts usually and
yeah,
scheduling and then editing and all this stuff. Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
you
we'll
two do the fun bit. You do the good, you do the good part.
right. But yeah, we'll if we're not on Instagram, I'll make sure that we are like friends or whatever they do on Instagram.
Yeah, let's connect. We need to
Like
connect and
yeah, connect.
share each other's stuff. Yeah, I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to
for
it.
sure. And then That way, because we'll have to connect because we share it on every social media, so we'll have to connect. So even if we're not, we'll definitely be. But again, Joe,
Awesome.
thanks a lot, man. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your stories and things like that.
Thank you for having me, lads. And I hope to speak again on another interview, but probably one where I'm slightly more awake so I can tell you more stories.
We'll see if we can get an interview after you guys start playing some live shows.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, for sure, man. We'll get some sleep and continue to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Absolutely. It's 20 minutes and I'm at the end of the whole thing.
I
So
say
You
he was
I might
considering
even get
not
a
doing
bag
an
of
interview so he could
Walker's
finish that.
crisp.
He was
Oh,
like,
finish it
interview or
definitely.
Buffy? What am I going to go with here?
I'll just have to start Angel as well tonight and do an all-nighter.
Oh, there you
Something
Well,
go.
there
like
you
that.
go.
Have a bit of tea and is that what you
Yeah,
do?
I might have a cup of tea actually.
There you
A
go.
cup of tea and a
Do you
bowl of
drink coffee
cereal.
at all, or just tea?
I do drink coffee, but I'm more tea these days. I've gone coffee anxiety. You know, if you're having a bad day, coffee's just anxiety central.
Yeah.
But a cup of tea in England is a very English thing.
Oh,
It
for
really
sure.
relaxes the mind and everything. It's great.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, hey man, thanks a lot so much, and be looking out for that video, and thanks again.
Awesome. I'll speak to you guys soon. Thank you very much.
All
Take
right,
care.
buddy. Take care.
Thanks for having me, guys.